wanted to talk to you about all this.
Sure, what is it?
This vengeance that I sought, it feels meaningless now. The assassin retired, Medius dead by bandits. 6 long years. Now I'm left with nothing. If only I were there, I could have stopped it. Protected him. None of this would have happened. But he's gone. Because of me. I can't keep going on like this.
Ashe, it's not your fault. Arya wouldn't want you to blame yourself for what happened.
I want to believe that. But it's hard. The pain, it's overwhelming. But I'll try. For him. Thank you.
Ario's workshop. Maybe there are more answers there.
You're right. There's the rest of the audio log. Let's move.
Those eyes. I don't need to ask how things went.
Never mind that. Canas, I need to hear the rest of the recordings. All of them.
Ashe, you sure that's wise? It might only cause you more pain.
I've already gone through the gates of oblivion. What more can be done to me?
She needs this, Canas.
Very well. But be warned. What you hear might be difficult to accept.
Mid-year, the 10th, 48192. I didn't foresee this. She was so healthy, so full of life. And now...
Greetings. From the edge of oblivion, it seems. Perhaps Akatosh is punishing us, Arya, for tampering with forces beyond our comprehension. While we were searching for corundum in Blackreach, I touched a strange, glowing flower. Perhaps its spores infected me.
Rebecca, you need to rest. Please.
Rest? What's the point? There's no cure, no escape from this curse. Don't you see, Hario? It's our fault. This obsession with unlocking forbidden knowledge, with achieving fame and power, it's consumed us, twisted our dreams into nightmares. Remember our walks in the garden, Arya? The simple joy of the sunlight on our faces, the scent of blooming flowers, the dreams we shared of a family, a life filled with love, not machines and experiments.
We talked to the priest. You were infertile.
We could have adopted Arya. We could have built a family, even without children of our own. But we were so consumed by our research, so blinded by our ambition. Look at Medius, Arya. He walked the same path, sought the same power, and it destroyed him. Don't let it destroy us too. It's not too late to stop this madness, to reclaim the life we once had, the life we dreamed of.
Please, rest. We won't have that life if you're not around to enjoy it with me. Sunside, the 5th, 4E192. We've tried everything. Normally, blood rot is curable, but for some reason, this strain isn't. No one knows how to cure it. My dear friend Canas cautioned me against this. Even Becca herself. But I have to try it. I can transfer her soul to UC, preserve her essence, and then she won't ever get sick again. Who is it?
Oh. It's you. My friend, you have to stop. Just let Becca pass into the dream sleeve. Maybe you'll meet her in another life.
Get out. Get out! I have to. I have to try it. I cannot lose her. Last seed, the first, 4E195. The experiment failed. I might as well soul trap part of my own soul. If I cannot have Rebecca, I might as well have a daughter still. And a testament to my legacy. I don't know what to try or think anymore. If I die, then I die. There'd be nothing to live for anyway. At long last, triumph. The soul gem reactor springs to life, ignited by a shard of my very essence. Though Rebecca cannot be restored to her former self, I have the power to create anew, to bring forth a child of my own design. Ashe, for the ashen strands that mark her as unique. I've imparted to her a purpose, to live and experience. Though I wonder if she grasps the weight of these words. As I observe her, a father's pride swells within me, tinged with a whisper of regret for what might have been. I must find Rebecca's maintenance notes, essential for Ashe's well-being. Perhaps Canas remembers them. He was always attentive to detail. Frostfall the First, 4E195. I've seen signs that my rival, Medius Attius, looks to plot against me. I told him about Ashe, and for whatever reason, he seems to not be happy about it, and harbor resentment, jealousy for my work and my wife. He has always dabbled in dealings with the Daedra, which is likely how he came to possess the Time Magic Wielder's notes. I see the end is inevitable. My efforts to enlist the help of the city guard were fruitless. The authorities in the Rift are only interested in helping themselves. Canas, while a powerful mage, cannot help me. Ashe is capable, but despite her pre-programmed sword proficiency, she wouldn't be strong enough as it is now to handle the assassins Medius might send. I need to send her away. In the meanwhile, I will include the recordings of this scrying device in her MID, her memory imprint device. Whenever she comes across these notes, I want her to know that I love her. Ashe, if you're listening, you are the product of hugely complicated processes. You were intended as the prototype of a cumulative automaton series, but truly were birthed as I gave a fragment of my own soul after grieving Rebecca. I've realized that my days of technological development are over. I did not plan to make new inventions. I just intended to live in solitude with you, my daughter. Perhaps teach you how to grow up, find love. I don't know. But considering I can't do that, I've scripted in a Hearthfire protocol. Ideally, finding love should come naturally, but in case you ever have difficulty, this should help you skip a few steps. Ashe, you are the closest to mortal that automatons can get. Besides needing maintenance occasionally and sustaining yourself mainly with magicka, but not food. But you do have taste receptors. You have vision, hearing. You can experience the world as mortals do. You are powered by a soul. A fragment of my soul. So do not ever doubt your humanity. So go. Live and experience. If you ever lose your way, look to your friends. You'll probably have a life after I'm gone, so look to your memories about the choices you've made, the people you've met. They will tell you who you are. I love you.
I don't know what to think. Ario, Rebecca. Am I more them or myself? A tool for labor, a failed attempt to save her. Then me. Born from his grief, his desire. Canas, why did you not tell me all this time? Did you know about the scrying log?
No, I didn't. But I had a feeling about what would be inside them. I knew of the general events. I had suspicions. They were just confirmed.
So you still knew? Why?
Ario entrusted you into my care. Me, a scholar still growing my whiskers with a mind made only for theorems and tomes. I thought the best path was to spare you as much anguish as I could. Point you in more productive directions than the past. Let you find your own way, without the specters of your parents haunting your every step. I see now that my hypothesis was flawed from its inception.
You can't be serious. Flawed? My parents have haunted me ever since I found my father in a pool of his own blood 6 years ago. And you thought it best to keep me in the dark? These are my origins, my very existence we're talking about.
Canis, you should have told her.
I underestimated her. Or perhaps I lacked the courage to trust her with the truth. I convinced myself I was protecting her, but in reality, I was unsure of how to guide her through it all. People aren't my area of expertise, and I feared that if I intervened, I might derail her journey, push her into a descent that I couldn't help her recover from. No. It's preferable she be upset with me than for her to live in ignorance of who she truly is.
I should have remained ignorant. Lived a lie, blissfully unaware of who I truly am. I don't know what to think anymore. Ario, Rebecca, their love, their loss, it created me. But for what purpose? A tool for labor? A failed attempt to save her, then me. Born from his grief, his desperate desire. My mind, my psyche, it feels fractured, like crumbling ash. Am I just a reflection of their pain, their dreams? Or am I something more? Someone real?
He loved you, that much is clear.
Love. Yes, I felt it. When I first awoke, his warmth, his pride, they were real to me. He sent me away to protect me, knowing his own fate. Or was it love for me, or for the echo of Rebecca he saw in me? Perhaps the answers I seek aren't about who I was made to be, but who I have become. The choices I've made, the paths I've walked, they've shaped me. There are places I need to revisit, people I need to see. Not to find answers about my creation, but to understand the person I am, the person I choose to be. I need answers, my friend. Answers that seem to elude me at every turn.
Where to next?
I need to address several loose ends from my past. Choices I made, people I affected. I need to understand the consequences of my actions. There was a village attacked by a werewolf. I made a difficult choice that resulted in a man's death. I need to know if it was the right one. There's also the assassin, Roland. I feel the need to make amends, if possible. And then there's Windhelm. I acquired my greatsword from another adventurer there, under less than honorable circumstances. The choice is yours.
This journey has been hard, Ashe, but you're not alone. Whatever you need, whatever you feel,
That
I'm here for
means
you.
more to me than you know. Thank you. Alchemy, when done right, can provide a discernible combat advantage. The path ahead. It feels shrouded in shadows. I'm not sure which way to turn.
Yes? Hmm? Well, it's her!
Ashe is no threat to you.
You!
I know
Do
some.
you know
but
with
can
whom
you tell me
you
what
traveled?
happened here?
She's
We were...
the Nord then. And then he...
It promised
My
clarity, but it's
father.
only brought more questions. About myself, about my...
Need something?
That's enough.
It's not fair! Dad was the bravest, and they used him like bait! I hate them. I hate them all!
I'm sorry. What happened to your mother?
She died of illness not too long after the attack.
It's because of you we have no family!
Remy! It's not the woman's fault that Mommy died. Blame that on the illness.
But because of her, we have no parents! No one to take care of us!
That's true. It's just me and my brother. Our village was just a couple of houses. The other inhabitants were already dead by the time the attack was done. The white woman had left already. My brother and I had to bury them. Remy, he's been taking it hard. I can tell he wants to fill Pa's shoes, but those boots are much too big for him. It frustrates him. Poor thing.
I did what I thought was necessary at the time. But seeing them now, was I wrong?
It was a difficult situation. You made a tough call to protect the village.
But at what cost? A man's life, a family shattered. They're just children
It
alone
was a
in the
cold
world.
and calculated decision.
Because of me.
Was his sacrifice
We had to
truly
stop the
necessary?
werewolf. He was the only one who could distract it. In the heat of the moment. But now, I see the consequences. Is this the path I'm destined to walk, leaving only destruction in my wake?
You can still choose a different path. Start by helping these children, making amends for what happened.
Amends. I don't know if that's possible, but I have to try. For their sake and for my own redemption.
Oh, thank the divines you're still here. I need your help. Remy's run off into the woods. Please. I can't do this alone.
We'll find your brother, don't worry.
We won't if we don't hurry. He's most likely slipped out the back. This way.
Remy! Remy, where are you? This isn't funny! Come back!
Remy, please. Not you too. Stendarr, preserve me! A wolf? Of all things? What? What should we do?
I won't let anyone else become a sacrifice. Not this time.
Remy, are you hurt? What were you thinking running all the way out here like that?
I don't know. I'm not hurt. I just tripped. And then the wolf. See, I'm okay. I can take care of myself. Can we just go home now?
Yes. Let's get you home. I'll take a look at your leg and fix you up some food.
I'm sorry for worrying you again, Lynn.
It's fine. I know you're angry, but you have to learn to temper it. Remember what Dad said about anger being like hot iron? You both have my gratitude for saving my foolish brother. I'm sorry for earlier. My brother and I weren't exactly kind to you. We've been through so much. I stopped imagining that our fortunes could change. I've nothing especially valuable to give in thanks. But you're welcome to come by the cabin and fill your bellies. All right then. Here, for helping earlier. Some cabbage and potato soup, fresh from the garden. Oh, what's left of it anyway. Remy, don't you have something to say?
That was cool. The way you fought off that wolf.
I guess that's close enough. Hello there. Can I help you with something?
How can we help you, Linnell?
It's been difficult since Pa passed. Remy's been acting out. Animals are getting into the garden. The storm last week made things worse. We need food, mostly. Fruits, vegetables, anything to fill our bellies. And our clothes are wearing thin. Animal pelts would help keep us warm. If you could do that for us, we'd deeply be in your debt.
I can do that.
Thank you. Truly. You have a kind heart. This means more to us than you know. All right then.
Psst! Hey you! Follow me, quick!
Our father sacrificed himself to save the village. And now it's just me and my little brother. How are we supposed to survive without him? Need something?
Took you long enough.
Why did you drag us here?
I needed to talk to you, duh. Well, I need to talk to the Silver Lady. but she's always following you around. Lynn wants you to help, right? Bring us food and stuff? But what happens when we run out again? I've been trying to hunt, like Pa did. We didn't need anyone's help when he was around. But it's not working. My arrows don't reach, and then I scared the animals away. Pa was teaching me. But then I saw how you killed that wolf with one shot. You can show me now.
Teach a man to hunt. Sure, kid. I'll show you how to properly use that bow.
Lynn's been sad and worried all the time. I want to help.
I'm sure she'll have the biggest smile on her face when she sees you come home with an animal carcass draped along your shoulders.
You promise? Let's start now. I don't want to eat cabbage soup ever again. I can't believe I got 2 of them! Lynn's gonna be so impressed. I gotta go show her. Bye, Silver Lady!
Providing for them doesn't erase the past, but perhaps it's a step towards atonement. Besides combat and training, I do enjoy a good read every now and then. After all, knowledge is power.
Remy, I'm glad you're having fun, but I have work to do.
But Lynn, I work too! Look, I hunted us 2 rabbits!
You did what? How in Mirn? Last I saw, you couldn't keep the arrow from falling when you pulled back the string.
And they ain't actually listened to my prayers. You talk to them too much. They're probably annoyed.
Cheeky. The adventurers helped you out, did they?
Maybe. But I did the shooting all by myself!
I'm sure Pa would be proud. I'm proud of you too, you rascal. Now, off with you. Your work's done for the day. Yes?
I have the materials.
Oh, divines bless you. This will get us through the winter. We can't thank you enough.
Yes? What did you need?
They seem a bit more hopeful now.
It was the least we could do. Perhaps a small step towards atonement for me. I feel a weight of guilt over what happened here. But is it even real guilt? Or just a programmed response to a negative outcome? Does it even matter? Perhaps the only way to know is to keep trying. To make amends. To offer support. To choose a better path, even if it's not the one I was originally designed for. Thank you for bringing me here. It brought me a measure of peace.
Seeing you like this, caring, compassionate, it makes me admire you
Admiration
even
is a
more.
dangerous emotion, especially when directed at someone like me. What's our next plan?